All right, welcome back to another episode of the Not From Nash podcast. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there celebrating.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Hope your families are good. Hopefully the food is good as well.
Yeah, we just had some Chinese food.
It was smacking, I'm not going to lie.
It was. This is like the first Thanksgiving that I've ever spent away from my family, actually.
This is my second. Last year was my first. Last year I had somebody I spent it with, so I wasn't super alone. I had like the Thanksgiving food and everything like this, but this is like the first solo dolo Thanksgiving I've had.
Facts. I mean, we're not really solo dolo, but
We're with the boys. We're good.
with the boys. What is like your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
Football and food.
Yeah.
And like not having anything to do that day.
The food I feel like is a given, but I definitely enjoyed like the time I would always spend with my family. Especially, I mean, my grandparents passed away, so last year like we didn't get to spend with them. They passed away like shortly before, so it was a little different for us. But it was definitely a good time to like spend with them, considering, I don't know, you don't go to your grandmother or grandparents' house all the time. Mm-hmm. So it was cool to like, I don't know, that's what like they look forward to.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
For sure. I just feel like grandparents and like relatives and stuff, like they love the holidays for that reason.
Yeah,
because it brings everybody together, and most of the time you don't ever see them.
It's tough because like in your older age, I'm sure you do a lot less. Like we go to the gym, we go to work, we go to the bar. Like, I don't know, my grandparents never did that, and I'm sure most grandparents don't. So they really look forward to getting that time. So it's definitely cool to like pay that back to them.
Yeah, I only have one grandparent now, my grandma. Love her.
My grandfather on my dad's side. That's the only grandparent I have left.
I've only had her for a while now. Like a couple of my grandparents I never really knew. They died pretty young. My grandfather died way too early from cancer, and then I've just had my grandma forever, and she just holds it down. So,
Word.
Shout out to grandma.
Word. What's your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal?
The green bean casserole, man. I'm a huge fan of green bean casserole. I love that. I think that's another thing too I love about like Thanksgiving and like Christmas is because, like I say, the food, like that's a given, but like it's just food you don't ever really eat.
Yeah.
Like I don't just have like a whole ham, turkey, stuffing, like all this like dishes and stuff. Like it's just stuff you don't ever actually have on the regular.
I don't dislike turkey by any means, but it's definitely like a Thanksgiving only for me.
Yeah, turkey's tough because
it's dry.
I've had, and we always fry it, do whatever, and like I've had probably twice where it's like been actually like, yo, this is pretty fucking good. Most of the point, it's just like, I'm a big ham guy.
Yeah, I like ham. Nice like smoked,
honey baked ham,
glazed ham.
Woo. Yeah, tee me up.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. My dad makes like slamming mashed potatoes too, like slamming.
Are they like a little chunky? I like the ones with like a little bit of like the.
He's a creamy. He makes them creamy, but he puts like garlic, butter, the cheeses in it, and everything. It's so good.
Nice.
It's so good. I'm gonna miss that this year for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely heard about no green bean casserole.
Yeah,
stuffing like.
Compare last Thanksgiving to this one, I had like turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, baked mac and cheese, and then we just had some DoorDash Chinese food.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. It was good though.
It was good. It definitely was good.
So let's do a little ranking of our favorite dishes. If we say one, we can't say that. Like we both can't say the same one. I'll let you start. You have first pick. You're on the clock.
The glazed ham.
Glazed ham. All right. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the green bean casserole for my first pick.
Baked mac and cheese.
Mashed potatoes.
Damn. I'm a big like sweet corn guy, so I'll go sweet corn.
Yeah, like a sweet corn. Like we do like a corn casserole kind of.
I don't
it's like that.
I'll be honest, dude. I don't even know what a casserole is,
dude. Honestly, I don't know if I can describe it to you, but it's just good.
I've never had it.
It's gas. But I'm gonna go stuffing. I love some good stuffing.
Not a big stuffing guy. Underrated. Like any form of biscuit, corn biscuit, like
honey,
whatever form a biscuit your family does, that stuff always hits on
I
Thanksgiving.
feel like we normally do cornbread.
Yeah.
It's like our biscuit.
We'll do
I
like
wanna
a
say.
cornbread type biscuit.
Yeah. We'll do 5. What was that? 3?
Yeah, dude,
So
I
I'm
don't
on
know
my
if
third.
I don't know if I got any more.
I'm trying to think of all the food, man. There's so much.
I'm like blanked at that point. I'm a picky eater, like you know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty picky as well, but like, yeah. I mean, you said all the ones I like, honestly. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's good.
yeah, for sure. What do you think's like the best time to eat on Thanksgiving?
Like right now, like that 1:30 to 2:30 window, because like I like to build up a little bit of a hunger, because like I'm trying to do some damage out there.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I don't want to do it too early, because then you're just gonna eat throughout the whole day. I don't want to do it too late, because then like you kind of, the appetite just kind of goes away, and like you'll eat and your stomach just closes up so quick. So like again, like 1:30, 2:30, like that's when
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Probably
used to
after
do-
after the halftime of the first NFL game is I'm ready.
we used to do like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then obviously like you pick at your second round and stuff. Watch the football, put out some desserts. By the time the night game's on, like you're pretty much done eating
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah. I mean, you may have like a little ham sandwich or something like that. Oh, dude, that's another thing. Like the leftovers, what you could create out
Way
of
too much,
everything
though.
else, dude, insane.
Way too much though.
Like if you got like the Hawaiian rolls, put the ham on it. Maybe like the mac and cheese on that. Like
My mom and
Insane.
dad were always like, we always hosted. It was always at our house, and they would make all the food that you would like need, and people would be like, "Oh, like what do you want us to bring?" We're like, "Oh, nothing. Like you don't have to bring anything." But people always brought like dishes of food and stuff, and you'd end up with way too much.
that's the thing too. I feel like the inconvenience of it is, I know at least for us, like all the women in our families and stuff would always do the dishes and stuff, and the guys would just watch football all day, and they'd be like, yeah, time to eat. Like just drink and watch football. We'll eat. But like I feel like after you cook, the cleaning and the storage space.
Your fridge is packed
There's
for like
nothing,
2 weeks.
Yeah, there's nothing. And then like it gets to the point where like your third or fourth day of having leftovers from Thanksgiving, you're like, I don't want this anymore. Like I'm tired of it.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty bad.
But what's your thoughts on the Macy's Day Parade? We were talking about this at the gym, but like, what
I've never sat through it.
I have probably only seen 10 minutes of it each Thanksgiving. This year I watched 0.
Yeah, my mom is. Oh my God, Jared Goff's cleats are icy. He's got on the Jordan 10 Royals. They're icy.
Stud.
We got the Bills and Lions game on in the back. Look at them. They're icy, dude. That's
I'm
clean.
telling you, man, the Lions have some clean jerseys. They're just so bad.
Yeah.
Look at them sling that thing.
But back to the Macy's parade. Yeah, my mom will be like, I think when I was a kid, and obviously like I don't remember fully. I think I might have watched it with her. And it might have been like something that we did. But as I got older, it'd be on the TV and she'd be watching it while she's like preparing food and stuff. I walk by, I look at it, maybe as I'm going to the gym or going to hang out with a friend or something. I would like look at it and then just breeze right past it. I never really sat through it. A few of my friends, like when I lived in the Northeast, a few of my friends would go to it, which I'm sure is kind of cool, but I would never. It's cold
Yeah.
sitting through that.
That
was a
oh
horrible
my God,
pass.
that was almost so bad.
That was a horrible pass.
So bad. But I remember, or not I remember, I saw a commercial the other day, like either yesterday or the day before, and they were like advertising it or promoting it. And they were just like putting on the names. Dude, I didn't recognize a single person they like had on as like a guest. And like they're all celebrities, but it's like, it was like some C tier
Times have
celebrities.
changed. Like I used to watch SportsCenter every morning, every night as a kid. I don't watch it no more because like I don't know the hosts. The hosts when we were
Yeah.
kids were like iconic.
I think the only one, I don't really watch SportsCenter. I watch like a lot of Fox Sports now, kind of. But I think the only one on SportsCenter like I like will watch is Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah, he has his own show on there now.
Yeah,
It's like
but he's
Scott
the
Van-
late night. He's like after normally like after the primetime game on Monday or something
Yeah,
like
he
that, and
normally
it
has
just
his
clicks
show
right
on.
on.
Yeah. He's like the only one left.
Yeah, Kevin Nagandi was a big one for a while.
Yeah.
I think he's still there. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Like, it's so crazy. All the announcers and stuff are changing as we get older. But, I don't know. It's definitely, I mean, that has to happen, you know? People move companies and
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. we forget at the end of the day it's a job.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just move too now because of Amazon getting football. Like Matthew Berry was on ESPN forever. Now he's Amazon.
Not for nothing, dude. They've had the worst football games on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I really wonder how Bezos feels about that because almost every single. I think I've only seen 2 good Thursday night games this year, and other than that, they've just been so bad. Man.
Overall, man, football's been kind of low. Like
It's been a down year.
Yeah, it's been a down year for football.
I think
A lot of people getting hurt.
that, and I think scoring has been down by like a good percentage, by like 20-30%. I think I saw something like that.
Also, not seeing a lot of like good games. This is a good game, 22-19. We haven't had a lot of games this close.
I want to say I feel like every Thanksgiving game I've watched has been honestly pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, like, just taking it back to, like, when Zeke was Zeke, like, remember when he would jump in the big Salvation Army pot and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the Cowboys always play, the Lions always play. But, like, I feel like for the most part, like, we always get some solid Thanksgiving games.
Yeah. The halftime performance, though?
Yo, shout out BB Rexa. I love you.
Yeah, she put on a great halftime performance.
I didn't know she had that many, like, hit songs.
Yeah, when she was up there, I was like, I thought she just had that first song, and then they kept going, and I'm like, oh, these are.
Yeah, I knew Me, Myself, and I, because that's been out for a while now.
Yeah.
That's been out since, like, high school.
But everything else is like stuff we bop to in the bar and the clubs and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, she was rocking it.
She definitely was.
Yo, but whoever's idea was for the camera to flip
No,
14
no
million
good.
times,
No good.
chill.
No good.
I didn't like that.
That's the struggle I have with like my profession is I'll watch things on TV or in movies and I'm like, I just don't think that was a good creative decision.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like medical shows. Like, I don't watch any medical shows because it's all going to be so inaccurate that it's just going to annoy me.
I watched Grey's Anatomy twice,
Never seen it.
like 2 full times.
My mom and my sister love it. Never seen it.
And
I've
that's
seen
a
clips.
long show. That's like 16 seasons. I've seen it
Dude, I
2
think it's
whole
more
times.
than that. I think it's like almost 20 years now. They've been on there.
They're done.
They should be. I mean, shit. They've done plane crashes, car wrecks. Like,
You know,
jeez.
they're done. She the woman, I don't remember her name, that played Meredith Grey, she posted that like she's done with the show.
About time.
Yeah, it was a long.
I mean, I'm sure she's made enough money off of that show forever. So
Yeah,
it's time to wrap it up.
definitely.
Could have wrapped it up after season 10.
What are your holiday plans for? Obviously, like Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff.
Christmas, I'll be back home. I'm sure. I don't want to be home for New Year's because Gulf Shores is not a New Year's destination. So I'll see. I'll try to figure out something for that. But I'll definitely be back home for Christmas since I wasn't able to make it home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thankfully I got to go to Florida with my parents last week, so it was cool to like catch up with them, my grandfather and a couple of my uncles. But yeah, I'm gonna go home on like the 16th to the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Louie, Katie, and Angelo are gonna go skiing in Vermont,
That'd be fun.
like from the day after Christmas to New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do like New Year's Eve, I guess, kind of by ourselves, which is, I guess, weird to think about, but I think it'll be a good time. And then New Year's Day, we always do it like Angelo's parents' house.
Nice.
Like 100 people go there. The house is like
Really?
packed. Everybody's watching football. They're all in their pajamas and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
It's like a cool tradition that we've had like literally our whole lives.
Yeah, that sounds fun for real.
Yeah.
I was here last year for New Year's, and
I'm sure it's a great time here.
it was awesome. We went to Broadway, which we talked about it last episode. That not a huge fan of it, but like I feel like for big holidays, it's probably the spot to go if you're trying to be like around the most people or just whatever.
When I was first planning to move here, the 4th of July had just happened. And I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw what this looked like on the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yo, so I actually
Shoulder to shoulder. Like,
I wasn't here for the 4th, but what was it? It was maybe actually, it was New Year's. So yeah, New Year's we were on Broadway. We were at Nudies, and we're like, everybody's outside and stuff. And like, they made a big deal about tickets. We didn't buy them. We just waited in line for 10 minutes. Well, we got there a little early for that fact, and we just went right up without no tickets. So the ticket thing's kind of a scam unless you're showing up late.
yeah.
Then I'm sure you might need them. But yo, we were expecting fireworks for the ball and everything like that. Nothing. They didn't shoot off a single firework off of Broadway. Like I was like ready for it. I was like, let's go. This is gonna be sick.
I don't know if they did on the 4th of July. I just saw like a video.
No, the
of
fourth.
what the street
On the
looked
fourth,
like.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Like that was the most packed I think I've ever seen a street in the world ever.
I wish I was here for the NFL draft whenever they had it here because it was like 500,000 people on Broadway.
Where'd they do it?
On Broadway. It was the very end of Broadway.
The NFL draft was on Broadway?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah. They hosted it. And then like I remember seeing like comments and stuff about it. And like I saw this like one lady, she was like a bartender. She was working like during the draft. And she was like, I made like $8,000 in a day.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like a great day to be a bartender on Broadway.
Guaranteed for sure.
Great day to be a bartender on Broadway. The one thing I've never necessarily partaked in that I know is a big deal around the world is Thanksgiving Eve.
As far as like going out and stuff. Yeah. I know people do that for Christmas Eve too.
Yeah, I never did it for Thanksgiving Eve. It's kind of weird to think about, but all my friends at school and stuff, they'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to go home for Thanksgiving Eve." Blah, like it.
Well, it's like I feel like now it's more of a thing where like you go back to your hometown. Like this is more so for you because I never always grew up different places. So like I don't even like live where I graduated high school. So it's not like I could go back home to Gulf Shores and go to a bar and see people I went to high school with because they're in Panama City Beach. But like I know for like a lot of people who are from like their hometown, they'll go back and they'll just there's like I guess there's one bar everybody goes to. You'll meet up, see what people are looking like, and then that's it.
Carteret just doesn't have that bar. Like, there's one bar that people could go to, but it's a bit of an older scene, like older, like 30, late 30s, early 40s, early 50s. So people go to like Hoboken, which is probably our equivalent of like Midtown.
Mm-hmm.
But
how far is that from where you're from?
Like a 30-minute drive. It's definitely not close.
I would say that like for like going out purposes and like
it sucked.
Getting drunk and stuff, that's a little bit of a trip.
An Uber home could be $120 if you leave at the wrong time.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's expensive. But people go to Hoboken from everywhere. People go from New York to Hoboken. People from
I've heard.
towns go there.
I know another girl from Jersey. She went to FSU, and she's been to Hoboken a couple times.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really good place to go out. Mm-hmm. It's like very much our age, Midtown kind of vibe.
Yeah, I'm trying to slide to Jersey for the summer.
Yeah, we should go for like a weekend or a week. We could probably stay at my parents' house.
I got business out there.
Nick has no business in Jersey.
I got business out there. I got a handle.
So somebody dropped us a question. I posted on my story, like topics to talk about. Most of them were outrageous.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like things I would never talk about publicly or even think about saying out loud. But one that was pretty valid, I think, is why do girls rarely make the first move on a guy?
Why would they? Like my mindset is if you're a girl and you're attractive, I feel like every girl like if a girl's attractive, they know it. Same thing like a dude. Like you know if you're a better looking person or not. And like if you're a girl and you're out at a bar, why would you make the first move? Like, because odds are there's going to be some other dude who's going to come up to you.
I don't share that opinion.
Really? I do. I think, like, if I was a girl, I wouldn't go up to nobody.
So, my stance on it, to go up to somebody that you don't really know to me is uncomfortable in the first place. Like, if there's no common ground.
Yeah.
Like
it's a shot in the dark.
Yeah, if there's like eye contact made or you guys have on like a similar outfit or there's something to talk about. Mm-hmm. But if it's just like going up to somebody you don't know randomly, to me that's a little bit uncomfortable. And I'd be uncomfortable if even somebody came up to me that way. But I don't know, there's I don't know. The way I look at it, there's high value men, there's high value women.
So the weekend of Halloween, that Friday when we went out to Tin Roof, I had this random guy come up to me and he was like, yo, my friend thinks you're really hot. Come over here, I'll introduce you. So it's like for a girl, like you could just find, if you're with like a friend and stuff, like you just have somebody else go do it for you.
Yeah, wingman, wingwoman definitely helps.
For sure. Oh, always.
But yeah, I mean, there's high value men, there's high value women, and I feel like conversation will happen naturally if it was like meant to happen. I feel like things that are forced and like stuff like that don't fare well, especially for me.
I'll say this though, I'm not afraid to go up to anybody.
Nah.
Just because I always break it down, like, no matter how attractive you are, you're just another person.
Yeah, we all are.
And, like, if you want to be stuck up, you could be stuck up. That's cool. See ya. But if you don't want to and you're pretty easily outgoing, like,
yeah, if you're like stuck
what do you got
up,
to lose, man?
Stuck up, that was something I never wanted to deal with anyway. So thanks for showing the cards early on.
For real. Thanks for saving me a drink.
Or time.
Yeah.
Time you can't get back.
What's my fortune cookie quote here? Let me just whip it out.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Your greatest asset is your earning ability. Your greatest resource is your time.
It's true.
Can't ever get it back.
Can't ever get it back. Not guaranteed more of it, but if you get it, make the most of it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm ready to go out though. I'll say this,
dude. Next week,
I've been itching.
Next week,
I still haven't heard the Drake album out in the DJ setting yet.
Me neither.
With a couple vodka Red Bulls in me, like I'm trying to get loose as a goose.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, he's him.
They said he was out of bounds though.
I kind of hope the Bills lose. Actually, I need the Bills to lose. I'm a Pats fan. What am I talking about?
I don't got a dog in the fight. The Pats ain't doing nothing this year, bro. Come on.
Buddy, we're in the playoffs right now. We're not going to do anything in the playoffs, but, like, it's past the point of, like, losing games to get a good pick, so I might as well just want to win games.
That's, like, the worst place to be as a sports fan.
Yeah.
Your team isn't good enough to, like, compete.
Yeah.
But you're also not
ass enough
to look forward to who you're going to draft.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's what I always say. I'm like, if my
episode.
team isn't looking like they're going to contend, I'd rather just fucking lose.
I don't share that opinion, but I do see why people think that way.
Yeah, just because, like, I don't know, man. What's the point of going 9 and whatever, getting stomped in the first round of the playoffs, and then drafting, like, 19th?
Yeah, like to me, the way I like sum that whole thought process up is the Phillies this year. They were a very average team most of the year, but I knew they had the roster that was good enough to like really make a run if they got to the playoffs. So I was like, just get in, because the bats they had and the 2 starters they got, you got a chance every time you go out there with that.
Did you see Bryce is going to be out a little bit for the start of the season?
Like 3 months probably.
It's tough.
Yeah, he needed that though. I honestly, when he broke his finger. He got hit with a pitch and broke his finger in the middle of the year, and I was like, he should just get his elbow surgery. Thank God he didn't, because they ended up in the World Series, and they really needed him. But
yeah, dude, he was so good.
Yeah, I know, but he's an awesome right fielder, and he couldn't play the field at all.
Yeah.
He's a DH.
I feel like he gets hurt so much in the outfield, though. Like, do you remember when he was on the Nats, and he used to run into, like, the fences and shit?
Bro, he's reckless.
Tear his ass up. Yeah.
He's reckless. Even on the base paths, he's reckless as heck. But I love that about him. Like, he's a gamer. He's playing hard. He's trying to win games. So I guess that just comes with that play style.
Diggs touchdown.
Stephon Diggs with the touchdown. Always happens.
I feel like he's almost a lock for betting purposes for anytime TD.
Yep. If you bet on a Stephon Diggs anytime TD every week, you probably have a net win at the end of the year.
For sure. I mean, he's definitely the Bills. I mean, he's obviously the Bills one, but like other than that, like the Bills don't really have
this
another.
Guy.
Oh, they missed it. That's huge.
This guy, man.
That is huge. But yeah, other than that, like the Bills don't really have like a 2 or 3. Like McKenzie's whatever.
Their backs catch well out of the backfield though.
Yeah, but dude, they don't run the ball either. So it's like they're so one dimensional. I feel like that's why they've been struggling. They're so one dimensional.
People kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen's not, his elbow's messed up. So
yeah. I mean the Chiefs are one dimensional as well, but I mean Patty Mahomes is just the best we've ever seen as far as talent.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody better than Patrick Mahomes in football.
No. I think he got ranked like 6th this year in
Morons.
in the top 100.
Morons. You seen the guy throw the football, man? Come on. Dude. He makes some dumb plays.
Oh yeah, his mechanics gets a little squirrely. He's always kind of struggled with cover too. Like every now and then he's fired up. But yeah, every now and then he kind of struggles with some coverage reads, and then his mechanics gets a little wild, and then Papa Reed just reels them back in, and they go to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that's
the
just one.
game.
That's one coach who I'll always respect because I feel like no matter what roster he's had, it's been competitive.
Yeah.
Alex Smith at quarterback, competitive.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes obviously is a gift. Like, that's a gift to have, but he can't be easy to coach. It's got to be hard to coach talent like that. When you know how good they are and they're making mistakes, it's like.
I think I heard something about it the other day. They were like, they kind of just let him, as far as offense goes now, he's basically an OC on the field.
Oh, wow.
Like, he pretty much, like,
Well,
in practice, he runs everything, and then Reed will just correct, like, mistakes and teach on the mistakes, and then just get feedback.
Their OC's in New York now with the Giants, right?
Benimi?
Nah, Kafka.
I thought Benimi was the Chiefs OC.
Now.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll look it up. I think Mike Kafka is his name. It's so funny. Most of my Sundays, I'll be in an Xbox party with my friends from home, Frank and Rich. They're Giants fans. They go hard, dude. Like, raging, screaming at the TV.
I hope they're ready to see the Giants get smacked by the Cowboys today.
If they ever watch this, they're going to be pissed that you said that.
I don't care. Tony Pollard's going to have 2 rushing TDs.
Yeah, he was the
Screenplays are crazy, man.
He was the Chiefs OC.
Yeah.
Now he's with the Giants. Dude, the Giants coaching staff is phenomenal, man.
Yeah, Daboll is actually a really good coach.
Daboll, Wink Martindale.
I shit on the Giants a lot because I'm in this fantasy league with a huge Giants fan. And, like, he's just a New York sports fan. Not even from New York, which it's whatever. But, yeah, so, like, I always just give him a hard time. But, like, they really hit a home run with Daboll. I'll say that for sure. Like, dude, he's getting the most out of Daniel Jones I think anybody could have.
Yeah. The 2 teams that have been, like, the most fun to watch for me this year are the Seahawks and the Giants. I'm a Saints fan, and I catch myself on Sundays watching more of the Giants games or the Seahawks games than I do the Saints. The Saints are a literal shit show this year. Their head coach has to go.
Well, I was never a fan of that hire either. I just don't know why Jameis is like – Andy Dalton is not good, man.
He was hurt, and then he hasn't practiced in like 5 weeks, dude.
I know, but he's been healthy. He said he's healthy now.
For 2 weeks, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. They still find a way to win games somehow.
But
here and there.
Like
but
you
like,
said,
again,
what's
it's
the
not
point?
competitive. Like if the Saints make the playoffs, first round exit 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not enough health on the field. The Saints are decimated right now. No Mike Thomas. Landry's been in and out. Olave's been in and out. Kamara's been in and out. It's like
for the Pats, dude, it's frustrating right now because we have Mac Jones, and I'm a fan of Mac. Like, I think Mac could be a good game manager. Like, I think he could be like a Kirk Cousins, and like that's not bad, dude. Kirk wins games.
Yeah, Kirk
like,
Cousins.
Is he the best? Games. Is he the best player? Like quarterback in probably a playoff matchup? Probably not. But like he's good enough to win a playoff game, and he could get you. I don't know if he could get you there, but like he's a good enough quarterback to be around in the league for as long as he's been. So everybody giving like Mac all this hate right now, it's like, dude, we have no OC. We have a special teams coordinator and Matt Patricia, who's a defensive coordinator, both calling plays the first time ever. So it's like, it's just hard for me to take into account, like Mac his first year with McDaniels did Pro Bowl. This year he's doing really bad, but it's like, dude, like what the fuck is going on offense, man? Like,
you think Belichick's a fraud?
No, dude, what?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean? He made the playoffs with Cam Newton. He's made the playoffs, I think, every year besides the COVID year without Brady.
It's been sus without Uncle Tom.
I mean, Uncle Tom is the GOAT, but like he still made the playoffs 2 out of the 3 years he's been gone.
I think the Bucs and the Niners. The Bucs and the Niners are like the only teams in the NFC that I would even consider are going to go to the Super Bowl.
My Super Bowl matchup, I'm going to say this now, it's going to be the Niners and the Chiefs. It's going to be another rematch.
I think the Eagles fold in the playoffs.
I could see it. How many times do we see a number 1 seed ever go the distance?
Unless it's Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady, very rare.
For real. And, even Pat's only done it once.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it's going to be the 49ers and the Chiefs, and I think if the 49ers are managed to get back to health, I think they are the best roster in the NFL. With the talent-wise, I think they're going to be the best roster in the NFL. And adding McCaffrey is just nuts.
Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey. They have the best fullback in the NFL.
And I'm a Jimmy G fan, man. People who hate on Jimmy G, it's just like, again, it's like, is he going to wow you with like arm strength and any of that? No, but he somehow always manages to win games.
Just another game manager that can win football games. I mean, Tom Brady never had the best arm talent.
No.
He's just the best at football.
He just knows how to win, and he does what it takes to win.
Yeah. I feel like a quarterback that doesn't make mistakes, and that's what Daniel Jones is doing this year. He's not making as many mistakes.
Finally.
Yeah. I mean, his first year struggled with fumbling the football.
I called him Danny Picks.
Last year threw a lot of interceptions. But I think that came down to play call, dude. They were throwing the ball down the field so much.
Yeah.
This year they rarely do it. They did it a lot last week, and he threw 2 picks.
Well, that's like when Arians is the coach of a team, the quarterback always has the most interceptions they've ever thrown in a year. And I think it was like with Warner, Jameis, Brady, like even Brady, like Brady's first year with Arians, he threw the most interceptions he ever threw in his career, and that's just like his scheme.
Yeah.
Because he takes like Arians' scheme was just deep shots all the time. Like it was just long passing plays. So like, yeah, the more you throw it long, the more you're going to have a chance for error. But
what do you think the problem is in Arizona? Because they got talent. They've got a ton of talent.
I feel like it's easy to blame Cliff.
I think it's chemistry.
Could be. I honestly don't know. I've never been a real big Kyler fan. Like, I think he's talented, of course, but just like any big game dating back to even OU that I've watched him, he's sucked. Like a gotta have it game, not been good.
For me, it's tough. I think he's a good regular season quarterback, but when teams really game plan well for him,
yeah,
he gets shut down.
Yeah.
Like Lamar Jackson's the polar opposite. Good luck game planning for that guy.
You can't. I mean, you can to an extent, but like
still gonna torch you.
He's just such an athlete. Like
he's still gonna torch you.
Yeah, he's such.
Kyler just doesn't have that skill, or I don't know what it is. I really don't. Like he just doesn't have. He doesn't have that factor.
I just don't think he's a big game quarterback. And like I said, like every big game I've ever watched him in, he's not done well. And every time I've ever put money on the Cardinals, I've lost. So that's another reason I'm not a fan of Kyler. But I think Cliff and Kyler have known each other since high school. And Cliff recruited him and everything like that too. I want to say Cliff will probably maybe go back to college, but then at the same time, I feel like once these college coaches come up to the NFL, I feel like they like it way more because you don't have to go out recruiting. You're not always on the road and stuff like that. Like, it's just way different.
I mean, Harbaugh went back.
Yeah, but
I don't think he's coming back to the NFL. He seems like he loves it at Michigan.
No, but he's a Michigan alum, isn't he?
I think so.
So like, it makes sense for him. I think if he wanted to, he could for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure anybody would take him.
But then again, like some coaches, like Chip Kelly, they go to the NFL. It doesn't work out. They go back to college, and he's got UCLA pretty good right now.
If I had to pick a football team, it'd be like a college football team. It'd be Oregon, and it was because of Chip Kelly. Like I loved Chip Kelly when I was a kid.
That era was crazy.
Yeah, it was cool.
Triple option, DeAnthony Thomas, Mariota.
Yeah, it was a really cool team.
Still
really
zero
cool
championships though. That's what the O stands for.
Yep. Whatever.
What about the Titans though? I feel like they're not getting enough talk. Aren't they first in the AFC?
Bro, they're not gonna win any significant football game in the playoffs with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm not a big Tannehill guy.
I think Tannehill's a good game manager, but the way the league's geared right now, there's Josh Allen, there's Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes. Like you need that guy to win those games.
Titans are tied second. Or really, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 teams, 7-3 right now. So
dude, Amon-Ra St. Brown is so good at football, man.
Yeah.
He just got hurt though.
So the Lions need a field goal to tie.
21 seconds left.
Clock's running.
I think Amon-Ra is hurt again, bro.
Yeah, he's been banged up pretty bad this year.
Still,
It's
like
turf fields, dude. Turf fields are not.
they're changing MetLife back to grass.
They should. MetLife is, I think.
I think they're doing it to try and get Odell, though. To be completely honest, like no joke.
I mean, that's
He's been a big advocate for that.
a far stretch, but yeah, I've seen just like off of other players talking about it. They hate that stadium.
Well, Giants also, they're like the most injured team in football without a debate.
Well, I mean, last year, remember like the Ravens got decimated like in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think like 4 players tore their ACL or something like that, like in a span of 2 weeks.
I feel bad for Dobbins, man.
Yeah, that's
Super
tough.
talented. What did he tear his ACL for the 3rd time?
I don't know. I mean, if he did, it's gonna be hard to.
He's been out all year. I think he's done.
I think he's done now, but I think he played like he had 1 really good game, then 2 mediocre games, and I think he got out for the year.
So talented, though. And that's a great offense for him to be in. If you're Lamar, what do you do after this year? He just still doesn't have a contract. I know a great team that he can go to.
Yeah,
Tons of weapons.
The New England Patriots.
No, they don't have a lot of weapons, man.
We don't. The Ravens don't have a lot of weapons, and they're still winning games.
The Saints do.
Yeah, he would actually look clean as fuck in the Saints
I
jersey.
know.
Y'all's jerseys are awesome. But I mean, I feel like you have to stay in Baltimore because they scheme 100% around him. But at the same time, Baltimore has got to get this man some weapons.
Or money. Pay the guy.
I mean, yeah, pay the guy too. Like, here's the thing about that. Like, you're not going to find another Lamar Jackson.
No.
He's a league MVP. He does
Big game quarterback.
He does things that
Win football games.
maybe one other guy can do, if that. And like the next closest I would say would be Hurts, and he can't even do what Lamar does to that extent.
Lamar's been in the league for how long? No more than 5 years, right?
Yeah, I think this is 4th or 5th year.
He's already passed Mike Vick in every major stat category. And
he's
Mike Vick's
an
looked at.
MVP.
Mike Vick is looked at as like the best dual threat quarterback ever.
Yeah.
And Lamar's like 5 years in, blowing him out of the water already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just think the Ravens.
The game is a little different now, but
Yeah, the Ravens just got this kid's gonna fuck shit up. I guarantee you. He looks like he's about to shit his pants. But imagine going to the game wearing a turkey on your head.
not me.
But yeah, the Ravens, they got to build around them. They got to build a better defense. And I feel like their problem too is like when it comes to playoff football, it doesn't work.
It's tough.
Because
You just look at Lamar Jackson all game. It's
Yeah.
just him.
yeah, that's why I feel like the Titans struggle too, because like they're on certain teams. Oh my,
It was a bad pass.
yeah,
It was a horrible throw.
it's like they're able to like just run on certain teams. Like the year they've played the Ravens, and like Derrick Henry had like 200 something rushing yards. But
They
then
have a
again,
great
like,
secondary.
You play like these pass heavy teams like the Chiefs, and they're able to score 14 points in 14 seconds. It's like you can't compete with that. Just
And it's
running
tough.
The clock.
It's tough too because you look at their secondary. I don't think it can get much better.
Who?
The Ravens.
No, I definitely could get better.
They've got a good secondary, bro. They got some good corners on that team.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like their D line's not as good either. I don't know. They definitely need receivers. He missed
Smoked
it.
Oh. Yo, that was going out.
I swear that
was
going
off
out.
right.
I told you, bro. He was about to shit his pants.
That was off
23
right.
seconds though. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. For Josh Allen, of course.
And 3 timeouts.
That's a football player if I've ever seen one.
The Bills are literally, I'm telling you now, the Bills are going to run 3 plays, be at the 30.
Bro, that was off right. And then it came right back in.
Yeah, he got lucky as hell.
What do you I know what we want Aaron Judge to do. What do you think he does?
I don't care. I just don't want him to go to New York.
I think he goes back.
I guess him going to the Giants.
I can too because it's home.
He's from San Fran?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see him going to the Giants. If they pay him, he'll go to the Giants. To me, it's going to be who.
I don't even think it's about money, bro. Everybody's going to pay him.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever he asks for, everybody is going to pay him. Personally, I wouldn't want him.
No.
Because like what we have going now, we have enough outfielders. Obviously, he's an upgrade over just about any outfielder in the league. But financially, we need to pay a pitching staff and stuff. So teams that are already established in those spaces that cost money should be fine. But
How much does he want? Like, how many years does he want?
He hasn't said anything about any of that.
I'm not. It's kind of like what the Red Sox are going through right now with Bogarts. I'm not a big fan of 10-year contracts.
Unless you're like Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, it's too late, bro. You give him a 10-year deal, he's 40.
That's what I'm saying.
It's too late.
Like, it's like Bogarts. I think he wants like 8 years. It's like, bro, he's already 33. I want to say
You're gonna be 41 years. You're gonna be Albert Pujols' age, not playing. He's a shortstop. You got to move. Like,
yeah, and like it's like his defense was probably the best it's been.
He's a very good shortstop.
But yeah, he's up more offensively. But like, it's like, dude, 8 years for probably the max or close to the max amount of money. Like, that's just such a risk. Like, I'd give him 4 years as much money as we can. But like,
I think 4 to 5 is. Oh my God.
What I tell you, look, that's one play. They're already at the 40.
Ball game. Ball game.
The Bills, man.
It's just Josh Allen, bro. He's the best football player I've ever seen.
You just really can't stop that. And Diggs like wide open.
Yeah, I don't. Should have 2 people on him at all times. If he were to run a route past 10 yards, needs 2 people on him. The second he gets past 10 yards. And that's not even a bad defensive play, dude. It's just a great throw and a great catch.
PI.
Good throw and a great catch. But yeah, I don't know if it's good for baseball for Aaron Judge to leave the Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees. I don't care.
I don't like the Yankees either. I give my friend I would say 80% of my friends are Yankee fans, and I give them absolute hell.
Yeah, my one of my old roommates when I lived back in Florida was a big Yanks fan, like Yanks, Giants, Rangers, all that shit. And we would always just give him hell. Like, yeah, like here's the thing with the Yankees. This year, they relied so much on Judge, it showed in the playoffs.
Yeah, when he wasn't hitting a home run a game, they lost.
But I feel like everybody knew, besides Yankees fan, that their team was not good.
Well, they were also hurt.
Yeah, but dude, who's not hurt? Like, show me a team with 100% a healthy roster. At any point, like later in the season, like any sport, show me a team like that doesn't have a single player not injured.
They had a 300 hitter hurt though. Benintendi's.
Man, it kills me seeing Benintendi in the Yankees jersey.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty damn good.
I mean, the Yankees have clean jerseys. I'm not gonna lie.
He'll stay there.
Yeah, I think so. They pay him.
I think he stays there. Harrison Bader was really good in the playoffs too. Look, like he's just the best football player I've ever seen. Name another quarterback willing to do that.
The way oh shit, I thought he was about to not be able to get up. The way he does it now, you can't.
That definitely didn't feel good.
But that just makes you wonder, like later in his career, he's not gonna be able to sustain that.
It's got a big body, bro.
I know, but dude, that's a lot of hits. Like, think of Big Ben. Big Ben had a big body, and he started to become fucking crippled.
Oh, that was a tough hit, dude. He hit the ground hard.
This kid's a lock.
I can't believe the Rams let them get Von Miller.
Diggs is. I actually really thought Von Miller was going to go back home to Denver.
He could have, but
especially with
when the Bills call, I'm going there.
Well, yeah, I think he's more so worried about Super Bowls right now.
I just couldn't believe the Rams let that dude walk.
Let's see here. 45 yards, walk in the park. This man can kick in Buffalo. He could kick in a dome.
For sure.
Boop. Good game. That was close too.
I went in.
Dude, that's so hard for the Lions.
He saw him, he's like, fuck.
He's like, I'm so glad you're on my team.
Imagine, the Vikings would be nuts if Stephon Diggs was still there.
Yeah, I've talked about that a couple times, like Diggs and Jettas. And they have Hawkinson now.
I wouldn't want to touch that team.
Who do you cover?
Nobody. With Dalvin Cook at running back?
Do you just play cover 4 the whole time?
With Dalvin Cook at running back, dude, you're smoked.
Yeah, man.
My friend's a Vikings fan. He said that they're like the literal worst, best team in football.
They are. Because their defense is not good.
I haven't caught a single Vikings game all year, to be completely honest with you.
I watched probably maybe game of the year, which was the Bills and Vikings, and their defense is just not good. But their offense can be so explosive that it keeps them in it. That's why I'm really looking forward to the Patriots-Vikings game tonight for prime time, because our defense is elite. Like, we shut people down. Offense is terrible. But, like, if we're somewhat able to manage the Vikings offense, I think we could keep it pretty close.
Not for nothing, dude. You guys don't have any weapons.
No, I know. I'm very
Jacoby Myers,
He's a good wide receiver.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
He's been great in fantasy. He's been very consistent.
Dude, what are you doing? Jesus. Oh, my God.
That was an absolute shit show.
Lions losing again on Thanksgiving. What's new? Go get your turkey leg, Josh.
That was a big win for the Bills. That was a tough game.
Aiden Hutchinson, man, that kid's pretty good.
I don't know why they traded Hawkinson.
Yeah, the Vikings.
What was the reason?
I don't know.
He must not have wanted to be there.
Is his contract up?
I don't know. That could be it too.
If his contract's up, they probably just didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
Like, why would we pay him when we're still not good enough to? I mean, he's not like, he's a great tight end, but he's not like a Mark Andrews. He's not like a Travis Kelce.
The Jets are 6-4. Weren't they doing real good?
Yeah, they've lost. Well, they lost 2 games to us. I think they've lost 3 in a row now, or something like that.
They benched what's his name, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that move. I definitely don't think Zach Wilson's good enough to be the guy. But, like, who else is on your roster that is worth?
I think they're just trying to prove a point. Like, hey, you need to give a fuck a little bit more.
Probably about the interview, the post-game interview, I would say.
100%. They're definitely like, dude, like, you have to give a shit. Like, I watched this TikTok. It was a comparison of Trevor Lawrence after a bad performance and then him. And it was like, yeah, like, this is what an NFL quarterback needs to do. Like, you need to accept that you played bad and play better. But he's like, yeah, no. He was probably pissed, dude. Young kid, emotional.
Yeah.
But
the MILF hunter.
I can't believe that's what he's known for now.
That's
Dude,
why I wanted him to be so good.
His own ex-girlfriend, man.
Yeah.
Like, exposed that whole thing.
He's a dog.
That's crazy. Well, they were getting on her.
Well, didn't his ex-girlfriend, like, hook up with one of his friends?
So the way the story goes, his best friend and roommate in college was, like, one of their wide receivers. Mm-hmm. And when him and his girlfriend broke up, she started dating his best friend that was the wide receiver. And she posted a picture with him, and somebody commented, like, homie hopper or something along those lines. Or, like, sketchy, shady, shiesty, whatever.
Just a little sly comment.
Yeah, and she was like, the real shiesty one is him. He was fucking his mom's best friend the whole time we were together or some shit like that. I was like, ouch. Ouch, but not really ouch.
Yeah,
I don't know. Definitely not for the cheating, but at the same time, it's like... The funniest
thing is, because he, like, didn't post anything all summer, and then he comes back from, like, his summer, like, retreat with his teammates, and he, like, I think the caption was just, like, he's like, been a minute, what's good? Like, in the, like, midst of all that news breaking, it's like, bro.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
You ever been to Opryland?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a super big hotel out here. It's awesome. For, like, Christmas, we should definitely get some people to, like, get a little group and go. They do, like, a big, like, Christmas themed thing, and it's huge, dude.
I won't be here.
They have, like, but it's, like, the whole month. It's, like, the whole December. They have it all Christmas. But, like, they have, like, a gondola ride. It's a hotel. Like, they have, like, a gondola in the hotel.
That's cool.
It's ginormous.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to next year when the weather gets nice, golfing out here. Is it expensive?
Nah. The public courses aren't. I mean, where we go to, like, Ted Rhodes, McCabe. For 9, it's, like, 15.
What about 18?
I've only played 18 a couple times just because I don't really have the time, but probably, like, no more than $40 for the public courses. You go to a nice course. Like, there's a course out here you could go to where you can pay $100 a round if you want, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. You got to walk or they give you a cart for $15?
I don't even think the cart's that much, but you could do either or. I normally, like... Because of work and stuff with everybody else, would normally go, like, right at 5. So
Yeah.
like the carts are shut, but like you get like the walking cart, and then they, depending on like whatever the son's doing, they'll give you like the junior discount. So like you could play like 9 for $8.
Oh wow, that's super cheap.
Solid.
I just gotta figure out how to get my clubs here from Jersey. I think I'm gonna buy. So
Whenever
I saw,
you go home next, I could give you. I have a golf travel bag. I'll just give you my bag and
Oh word,
just bring them back.
word. Yeah, I was thinking about buying a travel bag, bringing it here, and then just buying like a golf bag from like Dick's or whatever.
Oh yeah, I have a golf travel bag if you need one. Little maxi fly.
Who plays next? Is it the Cowboys and the Giants?
Yep,
Big time.
for sure.
I'm excited for that one. Be a good game.
Dude, Tracy is so fun.
Who?
That the CBS news report. I'm pretty sure her name's Tracy. She
You say fun or fine?
fine.
She's pretty for sure.
She just looks like a little Italian.
Josh Allen is a large human being. Look at him next to that kicker.
Yeah. That turkey looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it does. Vikings 8-2, man. Wow, New England 6-4. I feel like they've been way worse than that.
Yeah, but we find a way to win games. That's what I'm saying. Our defense is so good that it just
It's
keeps us
tough
in
though
it.
because you're in a division with the Bills and the Dolphins, dude.
Every single team in our division is in the playoffs right now.
Even the Jets?
Yep. The whole AFC East is in the playoffs picture for right now.
It's competitive.
Some say Tom left when it got hard.
Nah, I don't think that's why he left. I
I'm
mean,
just kidding. I think he was just done.
part of it.
But I think now he might actually miss New England because I don't think like Tampa has never really had a culture as a team, and like he said this year, like it's been frustrating that players aren't taking it as serious as him. So like in New England, like people know like what it is. Like you're not fucking around with Bill. Like
I mean, as fierce a competitor as he is, I'm sure it's hard to find people that are his equal, you know? So I'm sure in the locker
but in
room.
New England, that's always been the thing. It's like between him and Bill, like people knew like if you're in New England, like you're all football. You're not doing any extra side stuff.
I feel like that's why Gronk retired. He got to a point where he was like, I can't give it what I need to give it anymore.
No, yeah, and like he's got, dude. If I was Gronk, I would have retired too.
Yeah. Took a beating.
Oh yeah, he's so big, dude. That's why I'm surprised Kelsey hasn't been hurt more than he has, because he's another big dude and he's always getting hit.
Big red zone target, though.
Yeah, I mean so is Gronk.
A lot of his catches were in the red zone. Gronk was catching seam routes down the middle of the field and stuff.
for sure.
He was an unreal athlete at the time. Now almost every tight end's built like that, but at the time, dude, he was like different beast.
Stephon Diggs is funny as hell.
Damn good wide receiver.
For sure.
But yeah, I think we could wrap it up. Pretty quick episode for Thanksgiving. Get to our days.
Yeah, just a little quick check-in.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, just wishing everybody at home a happy holiday and see you on the next one.
Yeah, have a good one, y'all. Tell your loved ones you love them. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, as most people have off. And take it easy.
That's a wrap.
Stepping out, everybody's gonna know that I'm here. Drop a whole paycheck on a bunch of buckets of beer. Boy, the whole damn place is gonna get around. Yeah, everybody's gonna know that I'm stepping out.